Welcome, 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 welcome. You guys may be wondering, Daphne, where are you? Right now, I'm on a golf cart, a very old golf cart. It's not that old, it's not too bad. You may be wondering, what is this white canvas doing on the golf cart? What are you gonna do with those paintbrushes? Little do you know, I'm going to be painting. So get comfy, relax, and enjoy the video. I'm gonna break in my brushes before I get to painting. This brush is not big enough to cover all of this, but I do not have a bigger brush with me at this moment in time right now. I do have one in my room, but I am too lazy to go back and get it. So I have a reference picture right here, wonderful, beautiful, which I will be attempting to paint. I'm out in the forest because, one, it is a good video idea in general. Two, my editor / my brother, Duane, is having, well, it's his birthday tomorrow. Let me just say that. And I said, Dylan, what do you want for your birthday? And he said, at least record 2 videos, but they have to be unique and go live. So I will be doing that, because that is his request for his birthday. That was a beautiful sound, I will say. So I really don't have anything to blend my paints with, so I will be using this cardboard from the box that is holding my paints. I don't even have the colors. I don't think I have all the colors that I need. I can do with what I have. Let me just get some black here. I hope you guys can see this. I hope this is a good angle. It took me like 67 tries to get the camera angle right, and I'm going to get bit up by bugs, but happy birthday, Dylan. You might have to bleep. Actually, no, I'm just not going to say that. I'm not going to have you do more work. I'm just going to say you bleeping bleeper. But I can't say that on YouTube, so I might as well just, Oh, wow, look at how beautiful these paints look in the sun. Would you look at that? Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, what colors do I have in here? I have this red. There's not really any red in here, so I'm going to push this aside for now. I've got more blue, which I will be using blue. Lots of it. Well, that needs to be mixed. So I'm going to give that a quick mix. Sometimes paints are very liquidy. See, this one is literally just water. Watch as it drips off. Oh, right onto the floor. Awesome. That was kind of my fault. Just get a glob right there. I didn't even check the phone battery. It should be good. If it's not, I'm going to myself. Let's get some yellow in here. I noticed there are very few hints of yellow in the clouds. So let me get some of that in there. Also, what am I seeing? I'm seeing some purple. Would you look at that? We have a purple in here. Please don't be all dried up. Oh, no, it's not dried. Wonderful. Let's get some of that on there. I'm going to need a lot more color than this. Green. I will need green. Good thing I have a green. Oh, I'm not trying to get my brush in the paint. That would be bad. I can't tell if that's a cow that I hear or a dirt bike. Dirt bike probably isn't the way to describe it, but see, I haven't even started painting yet, and I have paint on my hand. I don't even know how it happens, guys. I don't know. Okay, so you're gonna have to ignore the shadow from the trees. I live at a property with a bunch of trees. It's wonderful. I love it. I'm not complaining. There will just be some, tree shadows in the way. So I'm gonna get some black. Just some black. Because I noticed there is a line of black. Let me set my phone up here, which will eventually get in the way. Actually, no, I'm just gonna leave it down here. Just so I can see it better. Screw you guys. So I'm trying to figure out where I want to have this placement. Right along here, I'd say. And it doesn't have to be super even right now. Just kind of mapping out where I want everything. The trees, the water. Okay. Get some more black in here. Just gonna kind of like dot this. I'm still trying to figure out the best painting techniques for my paintings. Notice how this tree kind of goes down, so I'm just gonna kind of carry that down along, kind of give it some fluidity. Is that the right word? The right movement. It needs to have life to it. When you're doing the painting, you have to give it life. And you may be wondering, how do you do that? Think of how things move and just try to put that on your picture. It doesn't make sense, but if you think about it the right way, it'll click in your head and you're going to be like, oh yeah, that's what she was talking about. Oh, I should paint on myself. What should I do? Actually, no, I'm not going to get sidetracked. I'm going to continue to the video. Okay, so I'm going to kind of fill this in because I do notice there's lots of dark spots on this tree. I'm going to get paint on the back of this chair. I really don't care. Notice there is some darkness on the side here. I don't think I'm going to worry about painting the edges of the canvas, even though it is more aesthetically pleasing. I don't plan on selling this anytime soon. I might in the future. If you guys want it bad enough, I'll sell it for $200. True Original by Daphne. ASMR Artworks. How cool would that be? I can definitely make paintings that you guys can buy. I need to get a website set up for that. But that will be a future plan for my channel, is to kind of turn everything into something art related. And also, if you guys hear squeaking, that's my arm on the chair, so please do not assume that I'm farting. Although, well, I don't even know what I was gonna say, honestly. I'm just gonna it's kind of a bad idea because this could smudge and just kind of drip down, but I'm just gonna put a smear of paint on the canvas so I don't have to keep on dipping the paint again. Wow, look at how that paint glistens on there. It's so bright and it's filled with so much color for such a dark color when the sun hits it. There's specks of white in there that just makes it irresistible to look at. I don't know if you guys can see from this angle, but I will be doing this sideways, so I don't know how this is going to turn out, but I do not think it would be anything that is too complex for me to take on. I've drawn sideways all the time. I've drawn in a car, on a bumpy road, on the toilet, in the bath. I have drawn quite literally anywhere and everywhere. I wish I had some water with me. I kind of want to spread this paint better. I need to buy oil paints. I currently do not have the money for it, but I absolutely love oil paints and the way that they act. They are so easily manipulatable. Is that a word? I don't know. It's gonna be a word now because I said it. I want to give this painting texture, so I don't want to just do lines back and forth. I kind of want to just feel it. Does that make sense? I'm gonna put lots of black paint on there. There we go. Just kind of get a big fat glob of that. Place it here so I can spread it. I'm currently working on a mural for my therapist. It's the first mural I've ever done. It is awesome, but I need to order paint for it. I didn't find any of the paint that I needed in Home Depot. I'm just trying to figure out what I'm gonna buy and how I'm gonna buy it, if I want to buy it online or in store. I think I have everything pretty much covered on here. I'm just gonna look at it really quick. You guys might not be able to see it as well, but I just want to make sure that I'm not missing any spots. Although if I am, it is alright, because I will be adding green to this to give it more color. Hopefully it is in frame again. Now, this bottom half right here is the water. I will be trying to kind of, I don't know, accurately represent water. Just kind of doing what I feel like right now. There's not a whole lot of black in the water, but there is some. I feel going with my darker colors first is probably a bad idea. I really should have did the background first. Okay, whatever. No, I'm just gonna go with the flow. Just go with the flow. Just kind of get this paint out of the way. What are you guys up to? I'm curious about the people watching this video. Tell me about yourself in the comments. What do you like to do on Saturdays or Sundays? What's your fun thing to do on the weekend? How did I get more paint on my leg? Just gonna, I got paint on my fingers. Funny how that works, right? There's no black in the sky. I'll leave that there. I'm gonna mix up some blue right here. Just kind of smear my paintbrush in there. Really pick it up. Just gather as much as I can on there. And just kind of drag it along the sides here. What do you guys think of the nature sounds? Are they enjoyable? I think they're rather peaceful. How do I want to tackle this painting? I need more blue, that's for sure. That's the wrong shape. Oh, my dogs are barking. Let's just get a lot of this blue because we're gonna need it. Just scoop, just kind of scoop this up. Just kind of drag it. Just gonna kind of go in here, get a big fat glob of paint. Get it all over my paintbrush because that's what wonderful artists do. I really hope nobody let those dogs out because I put them in the garage, in their kennel, for a reason. At a time like this, I really wish I had oil paints. Because these acrylics are just not blending. Oh, here they come, I think. So, I kind of blended the paint out a bit more while I asked my editor to edit some sections out. I'm getting bit up by bugs, so I'm gonna try to act like it doesn't bother me. I'm gonna get some white in here. That's not enough white. Walter. Get it, Walter White. Just gonna kind of plop that on there. Plop that on there. Ooh, that was probably loud. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and blend this. Trying to do even strokes on my canvas, but it is kind of hard because I am sideways. Oh yay, mosquito. You may be asking, why don't you just have bug spray? It's a pretty good question. I'm asking myself the same thing. I did not think about it. I am 100% getting paint on this seat. Whoops. Acrylic paint is really hard to work with because it does not seem to want to blend. So I'm just kind of trying to work with it to the best of my abilities. Kind of add some intentional brush strokes. I thought I said breath strokes. I was like, what? Brush strokes. Just gonna kind of cake up this paint on the sides here so none of my canvas is blank. My knee might be in the way of the corner, bottom left corner of this painting, but suck it up. Oh, there goes my brush. I really need to find a stream of water and just splash this canvas with water. Okay, let's see. In the picture, there's basically just kind of one main color for the water here, which I am really trying to get the right color on here, which to me there is no right color. It is just whatever color feels right in the moment, or feels right for the painting, I should say. That's what I meant. So I'm just kind of mixing up this sky baby blue, whatever you want to call it, potato potato, just so I have a kind of main color. Because what's a painting without a main color? See, look at how well that looks. Looks amazing. Just gonna kind of paint in stripes. Right here. Right here. Ooh, I like that. That was amazing stroke with the brush. The brush stroke. Not breaststroke, brush stroke. Although it sounds very, very similar. I don't want too many light colors on the side here, just because I'll save that for the black. But I like this. I'm actually really starting to like this. I doubt myself every single time I start a painting. I do. I really doubt myself. I have absolutely no faith in myself whatsoever. But I love the way my paintings turn out every single time I paint. So just please stop doubting yourself. And even if it looks bad in the end, you can literally just paint over it. Trust me, it is not that serious. Oh, but the time I spent on it, okay, and that was a learning process. You learned in that moment. That is you actively figuring out what looks good, what doesn't. That is not a waste of time. You are using that time to learn. Stop. Think. I can't think of the right word. Not admire, but you know the word when you want to take in information, you have to kind of just like, I don't know. I'm a little stupid. That's okay. Just kind of want this color right here. Kind of want to make sure this color is blended properly so it doesn't look splotchy. Look at this color. Wow, look at those. So pretty. So pretty. I notice a lot of darker colors along the edges on the left side of this picture. I'm gonna just bend this and just kind of feels like there are bugs crawling on me. And I'm trying to act nonchalant, but I am very much chalant. Oh, I didn't even cover that bottom half of the canvas. Whoops. Just cover that dark right there. I can't tell if it's my hair that is touching my neck or a mosquito. I have so many mosquito bites right now. Where do you live? Do you live in a spot where there's lots of mosquitoes? Let me know in the comments. Let's bond over how we all hate mosquitoes. I'm just gonna kind of smack that on there to get the excess paint off of this brush. Honestly, I like the texture, but I'm gonna save this technique for the trees. I'm just gonna kind of straighten that out, blend it a bit. I'm gonna take this lighter color right here and just whoosh, whoosh. I started my first day at my new job. I work at a grocery store. I'm not naming names because I'm not even going to say that. Never mind. But I feel I did great. And I really enjoy the job. The last job that I had was Dairy Queen. Except I hated every second of it. Not every second, there were some moments that I enjoyed. But it was a very mentally exhausting job because there would be times where we were not busy at all. We had nothing to do. And I feel I did not have a proper connection with the girls who worked there. Mind you, it was not a single man in that building, which I love that. But also, they were all 15-year-old girls. 15 to 20, roughly. There wasn't even a 20-year-old there. 15 to 18, not including the managers. And it was so miserating. Miserating? Yeah. Miserable. Miserating. Insufferable. Intolerable. All of that. I could not stand it because I really feel like the girls that worked there did not give a crap about me. Which, they're teenage girls. They have emotions. I get it. They're kids. But it wasn't the right job for me. So I quit. And my life is better. Isn't it funny how that works? Oh, there's a fly. Get out of here. I'm seeing lots of dark colors on the side here. And I'm really debating on adding black. But look, I already did. If I had some water to help it blend, that would be wonderful. But since I do not, I'm going to suffer. Okay. Okay. I can see it. I have a vision. I have a dream. Alright, I'm gonna get more blue in here. Lots more blue. Blue, 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 blue. Blue, blue, blah, 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 blah. Blue, blue, blah, blah, blah. Just gonna kind of mix some of this black in here with the blue. I need to check to see if I'm still recording. So I mixed together some more paint. I'm just kind of, yes, that's what I'm talking about right there. Now that's what I'm talking about right there. Can you believe it? I can't even believe it with my own two eyes. Just gonna kind of smudge, boop, boop, boop. Oh, I don't like that one right there. What are we gonna do? We're just gonna fix it. We're just gonna go like boop, 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 boop. Blend that out. Still noticeable. I was gonna say it's not noticeable anymore, but it is. I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie to myself. Ooh, pretty. Let's get more of that dark color in here. Get off of my shirt. What color is my shirt? I'm just at the point in the video where I'm gonna be saying very niche references that only chronically online people will be able to understand. So just know if you don't understand the things that I'm saying, congratulations, you actually have a brain. Meanwhile, I do not. I really do not. I'm going to carry this over here because there is some dark waves on the end. Just gonna carry this. That second stroke was a lot darker. Give me some dark colors right there. Here's where my brush strokes are getting a little uneven because I'm at an angle. Right there. Okay. Not bad. I'm going to... Wow, this shadow almost looked like it just appeared right there. Out of nowhere. I'm gonna give some dark lines in the center. I might need to mix together more paint already. At this point, I'm just going to kind of do some thinner lines. Kind of carry these around a bit more. I don't want light colors on these edges here. Well, okay, might as well just do that. I feel like I'm getting bit up, but I know I'm not. Actually, I don't know that for certain. Gonna kind of... Oh, wow. I just received a payment from one of my ASMR customs. Thank you. You know who you are. That does remind me, I do have customs. If you want to request a custom, I am open for customs. I don't do any NSFW customs. I had one person ask if I did, not naming names. Privacy is important. I get it. They were super respectful about it, which I appreciate all of the respect and the genuine energy from all of you guys. It does mean a lot. It does. I feel very cared for. And I hope that feeling is reciprocated for you guys. Oh my gosh. Because I have not had one disrespectful email about a custom at all. Well, I just got some of the paint, or I got the dried up paint inside and mixed with my other paint. I don't even know. I think I hear a cow. Mom. Just gonna mix some more of this. Oh, I feel a bug on my head. Maybe I'm just underneath the bug. Maybe. Edit this out, bro. I gotta freaking itch my thigh. I'm not trying to fucking dig in my fucking crotch, bro. Continue. Wow. I like the way this is turning out. I will say I will add light up here to represent the reflection of the water. Oh! Whoops. Which I'm very excited to do so. Just rub that on my leg. Every time I paint, it turns out a mess. But that's... Oh my gosh, I did it again. We'll slap on a blonde wig and call me Britney Spears because, oops, I did it again. I don't even need a blonde wig because I am blonde. I'm debating on adding the reflection right now or later. I think I'm going to mix all of this white together. And add some lighter strokes. Something that looks simple. What I'm doing right now is I'm actually blurring my eyes to get a better view of how this looks. I don't know if that's bad to do that with your eyes. Obviously not for a long time, but I just kind of want to, I'm gonna mix these together. Sometimes it's better to see the values when you blur your eyes. When you're painting or drawing a picture, you want to see the values of that picture. For an example, you want to see where the light is, where the light spots are and where the dark spots are. And sometimes it's hard to tell if you look super close at your painting or picture or whatever you're doing. Sometimes it's just better to take a step back, look at your drawing or painting, and really just be like, okay, what am I doing here? What does this look like from afar? You want to be able to know what you're looking at if you're 15 feet away, you know? And that doesn't always apply to art because there are many different forms and styles of art. So that is not a general statement for every type of art out there, but I will say it is very helpful for a painting. If you are painting something like an apple, you want to see your shadows from afar and your highlights from afar to really know what you're getting a look at. I absolutely love those birds. I love them. I wonder what they're saying. And it's getting closer. Wow. Hello, bird. He's very loud. Quite boisterous today. Maybe he's on his bird period. Do birds get periods? I know dogs and cats do, but it's not the same as a human. This light from my reference, it is kind of dragging over here as where this is going like a swoop. This is just kind of flat. I don't want it to be flat. I'm going to carry some of that light over here. I need more white. Blend that in there. Oh. It's okay if it's a little splotchy, it's not perfectly mixed. If you guys see a bug on me, just let me know, because I'm not trying to get bit up. Let me do a stroke here. Stroke here. 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 Oh, kind of dragged along that black. Just kind of bring this, carry it up. Honestly, this is okay. I'm gonna go like this. This is me mapping out where I want my reflections to be. Kind of. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I don't know if this looks alright. Okay, so I think I'm leaving the water like this for now. I still have a lot of excess paint. I think I'm just gonna try to scrape along and use, because I hate wasting paint. Just kind of carrying this. Okay. I need something here. Oh my word, that was it. That was it. Let me get some more of this. Right here. I just want to kind of bring that in there because I feel like it really just should be there. He's meeting his friend. The black is meeting the white. That sounds... I mean it like that. The dark blue is meeting the light blue. That still sounds wrong. Oh, hello. Little visitor. Little visitor we have. My nails look cool. I redid them today. Just put some gems on them. I felt like it was necessary. Although they are pretty short. I don't like having short nails. But for my job, I'm not trying to chip a nail left and right because I'm lifting boxes, setting them down. And that is the recipe for breaking a nail. And I really don't care if I break a nail. But at the same time, I do care. I do. I'm gonna be real. Because I do art on my nails. So it takes me, on average, if I'm starting from scratch, 5 hours to do my nails. So, buddy, you don't want to walk in paint. I'm just gonna flick you off. I think he's dead already from the paint. Just kind of blended that yellow in there. Whoops, sorry, yellow. Ooh, I like that right there. I know a couple minutes ago I said I'd be done with the water, but how wonderful someone is riding their off-road vehicle. I have to rip off another piece of cardboard for my secondary colors. I have nothing to wipe my paintbrush on. I lied. I really didn't prepare for this video. I really need to check if this is still recording. I'm gonna cry if it's not. Okay. So I do need this light color. I don't know why I wiped off my brush because I clearly wasn't done with the blue. I'm gonna go in with the sky right now. Try to spread this acrylic as much as I can. Really get my money's worth. Thank you, wonderful human being that is currently riding their off-road vehicle. Perfect timing. I really want to try to keep this short, but also I'm not going to do more than one part to this. Unless the storage gets full or the phone dies. I need more color in this sky here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring out that purple, or at least what's left of it, and I'm just going to go ahead and mix a fat glob of it with the blue and the white. Just keep on getting paint on me, sure. That's wonderful. What time is it? 7:16. 6:07. I know it's not actually 6:07, but... Oh yeah, they're just riding super close to my house. Yay. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and mix this. That's a lot of purple. I did too much purple. Boy, why heat Orpal? That didn't make sense to non-chronically online people. I'm sorry. I try to make sense. Maybe... Oh. You guys just saw that, right? I totally just base planted this sleeve right into there. That's all right. We have ourselves a dirty rag. I'm just gonna go ahead. Oh. Yeah, that sure works. Sorry, mother and father. And I just got paint on my leg. Wonderful. So I'm gonna, ooh, this is pretty. I am actually really glad that I put this purple in here. It is. I've never, ever, and I mean ever, heard anyone this close use their off-road vehicles, dirt bikes, side-by-side, four-wheeler, quad, whatever they're using. I know four-wheeler and quad are the same thing. I am aware of that. So what is the coincidence that they are using it right in this moment? The one time where I decide to do ASMR outside, that is quite ironic. Maybe that's for a reason, though. Maybe the person watching this video right now is the same person who was riding their vehicles. Maybe. Please just blend. These colors just won't blend. I'm just going to start abusing my brush at this point, because I'm not finding any other way to blend this paint. It's okay that I'm painting over the black trees, because I will go over that and fix it. Okay, how is this looking so far? Please blend. Please like and subscribe and comment under this video so it boosts my channel so I get more money, because I need oil paints so bad. Can I afford them? No. Do I want them? Yes. They are so expensive. Why do we make things expensive so artists cannot afford to buy them? Artists don't make enough money as is, so why are we making their paint products ridiculously expensive? Please explain. Explain to me why that is. Oh, for the people who have money. Okay, well, what about the people without money? They suffer. Okay. I'm actually really into whatever I'm just doing right now. I am a lot. The sky has texture, lots of it. It's not that visible, but it does. This is representing the faint clouds in the sky, I guess. I'm just kind of like pushing this out here. Maybe add some right here to represent sunlight peeking through trees. I don't know. I actually don't hate it. That's a start. There's no peeking sunlight through the trees in the reference picture that I'm using, but also I'm different. I'm built different. I'm going to add that later. For now, I'm going to take some green, mix together some green, and dab that in there. Ooh, this is gonna look good. Wow. Love it when I impress myself with my own skills. I need to paint more often. Oh, I'm running out of green. Like and subscribe so I can buy more green paint so I can finish this video. You know what, at this point, hold on. Quick intermission, really quick, guys. I really don't even know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of painting on myself. When I'm this far into painting, I just use myself to wipe my brush off, because it feels like it's the only thing to actually get it clean. The darker colors are up here, so I'm going to take some of this black and I'm going to mix it with this green. That's too much black. No, it's not. It's actually quite perfect. Really kind of smush that in my brush so it gets all in there. Right now I'm also blurring my eyes again so I can get just a view of the main picture. I'm trying to squeeze as much green out of here as I can. I have to make it last as long as possible because I don't know if this is my last green. I know I have more back at the house, but I'm really just trying to get this painting done. Oh yay. A little bug flying next to my eyeball, or my earlobe. I kind of smudge that in there. And this green paint doesn't really go that far either, which is very unfortunate. I've noticed that the lighter sides of the trees are up higher, so I'm just gonna kind of leave this dark green down here. Well, whoops. Okay. Okay. Trusting the process. Trust. Okay. Oh, bug. Oh, I hear a woodpecker. I don't know if I have paint on my face. Do I have paint on my face? Because I really feel like I do at this point. I've scratched my face so many times. So many. So I most likely have paint on my face. But if I don't, I am shocked. I'm gonna be surprised. Okay. Now, I'm gonna take this black and dark blue and mix this in with the back of this tree here. I don't know if that looks good. I don't know, but I'm gonna go in with some light green. My name is Walter White, or my name is Skylar White. Yo. My husband is Walter White. Yo. Now that's just a Breaking Bad reference you guys should get, and if you haven't watched Breaking Bad, you suck. Which I'm saying I suck too, because I've never watched Breaking Bad. Well, technically I've watched 20 minutes of it, so that does technically mean that I have watched some of Breaking Bad. Just not all of it. That's too light of a green. That's not gonna work. I'm sorry, last bits of green, I'm gonna be using you. Will I regret it? Probably. I'm just gonna kind of act as if the sun is kind of shining like down, kind of like a V shape. Okay. So, the storage was full. Go figure. But I caught it right as it was full because I heard a sound. That's too much bright green. Okay. Well. Okay. What are we thinking? What are we thinking? I don't even know what I'm doing at this point. I kind of like it. I kind of hate it. I've got mixed feelings about it, but I want to jump into the white highlights of the sky. Hopefully to seal this picture up and finish it. I'm taking a shower tonight anyway, so I will be scrubbing all of this paint off. But right now, I'm going to get a fat glob of white paint. I'm going to be taking it. Please don't mix in with the green. I just want white. I have nowhere else to mix my paint. No, there's green in the clouds. Okay. I tried my best to scrub as much green as I could off of my paintbrush. That's where I'm gonna have my clouds. I actually didn't even know I had this canvas, and I was very happy to find I had a canvas because I've been wanting to paint, but I didn't know I had a canvas until now. I've been looking for one for forever, and now I have one. I have another canvas as well. Had to kind of reset my eyes. My eyes just randomly get blurry. I don't get it. Put that break on there. It's okay if the blue blends into these clouds, the blue from the sky, because we want to kind of have it give off a blending effect a little. Because not all clouds are like perfect. Oh, I've got too much paint everywhere. I'm just gonna wipe that off with my sleeve. Well, didn't really do anything. Okay, yeah, we're gonna take this paint, carry that right over here. I just don't want a glob of clouds in the center. I feel like that just wouldn't look right. Wow. This looks great. I'm doing this all with one paintbrush. Look at me go. Oh no, more colors. Let me bring in more white. Honestly, that looks alright though. I want to bring more colors into the sky, just so it doesn't all look like one glob of color, you know? I think this might be exceptional. Once I add the highlights in the water, it's going to make the picture perfect, and you guys will know exactly what I mean when you see it. Just take this. Okay, so this phone is at 5%, if I'm correct, so I'm just gonna go ahead and finish this up right now, and the storage is very low, so I am very limited in time. I feel like I'm on America's Greatest Bakers or like the British baking show where they have like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up, bakers. Wow. Please do not end storage on me. I'm almost done. Just give me a second. Uno second. It's really just knowing where to place these. Oh, that was too fat. No, it wasn't. It was alright. It was alright. Too fat of a glob, I meant. Honestly, I think this is fair.